When I want to calculate the area, I put the number 1. So the program will ask me to enter the big base. So for example, 33, and small base, for example, 22, and then the height is for example 10. So the area will be 275. And the next one example, I want to put number 2 to calculate the big base. The program asks me to enter the area. So for example, 312.22. Enter the small base 12. The height, for example, 10. So the big base of the trapezium will be 50.44. And the next, I want to calculate the small base. I put the number 3. Area, for example, 522. Enter the big base, for example, 33.3. Enter the height, for example, 22. So the small base of trapezium will be 14.154, right? So the next, for example, I want to calculate the height of the trapezium. I put the number 4, and the program asks me to the area, for example, 622. The big base, for example, 35. Small base, for example, 22. So the calculate of a height of the trapezium will be 21.82. That is, and for after the complete for the calculation, I want to exceed the system. I will put the number 5. So now the program will ask me that, do you want to exceed the system? For example, that I don't want, I say no, I put no. So the program will continue. But after that, I go to the modify again, and I put yes. The program view exceeds. To create the program for trapezium calculation, the first we will declare the integer that we'll use in this program. So I will write out the variable that we will use in this program first. So for the trapezium, we will have the big base, small base, height, and area of the trapezium. So the first, we will write, for example, BB. BB is stand for big base of trapezium. This. And the next we have the small base. So SB stand for small base of trapezium. And the next we have H, which is stand for height of trapezium. And the last one is about the area. So we have A, right? A stands for area of trapezium. And in addition to that, we have another. For example, that if you have the option, right? So we use OPT This means this stand for option. This means that we will do for to select the select the kind of calculation. For example, that when you are being the user, you have to choose to calculate. For example, you want to calculate area, or you want to calculate the height, or you want to calculate a small base. So we use this parameter to be in that. And after complete the calculation, so you have to, the user might want to exceed, so we use another. For example, I choose exceed system. That is this one stand for exceed system. That is so this means to exceed the system, right? So this means that when you end the calculation, so you want to exceed, so you will use this one to stop the loop, right? So this means that I will write to stop the while loop. For example, in this we use the while loop. So for the variable, we will have about this. So the next is the real that we have to do. So in here, the first I will use the while loop. So we use while loop like this, and in this we write true this, and in here we write a command for end while loop like this. So inside the while loop we will write the detail. So the first we will explain that to the user that what is about this program. So I will write a console write, and in this one we will show the user, right? So we say welcome to the TRAPEZIUM calculation, or we just write TRAPEZIUM calculation like this, to show to the user that what is this about, what is this program. And after that we ask the user to choose. So in here we'll write please choose the following number. Please choose the following number. And so we have to show the number, right? So console write. So we say that the first number, for example, the first number, this one is mean calculate area. Calculate area, simple like this. And for the number 2, For the number 2, we will talk about calculate big base. Calculate big base. And the number 3, we will calculate about small base. Calculate small base. And the number 4, we will calculate about the height. Calculate height of the triangle of the trapezium. And the next, the number 5, we will calculate about, not calculate, but we will exceed, right? For example, after you complete the calculation, you want to exceed the program, so you will choose the number 5. So this is about the menu that we will show to the user, and the user will choose the number 1 until number 5, one of them. So when the user put the data, which is the integer, so we will declare the integer. But for example, first I will declare in here. So input that we declare in, and I choose O PT, this one, and just like this. And after that, we will also declare this variable EC system, this one. So this one I declare to be 1, right? And after that, we will declare some double about BB, right? BB is for the big base, and SB for the small base, and H for the height, and A is for the area. So we have about this. So why we choose EC system, right? So when the program run, we will stop, right? So we choose this one for we choose here is mean that 0 is mean that EC the program, but 1 is mean that do calculation like this. So the first we do calculation, so we choose 1, but when you want to exceed, you have to change this variable to be 0. And for the detail, I will explain later. But at first, we declare the variable like this. So we know that this one, OPT, is mean option. So now we already know, so we choose OPT, this one. So equal or convert to in 32, and this one console dot read read line and choose this one like this. So it means that when the user put the number and we will choose the variable option or OPT to get the value. So after that we will separate the calculation. So I will use the switch like this one, and in here we will write a parameter option, and after that this one I like n switch like this, and in here I just comment this get value from the user like this. Okay, so after that in here we will separate by case, right? So case like this. So case number 1, case number, and here we have and by break like this. So for the case 1 we will, in here you can comment in here forward, right? For example, for case 1 I calculate about area, so we'll choose calculate area of trapezium like this. So inside in here we will write the detail, right? So for the detail we will write we ask the user to put the data, right? So I will write a console, right, and this one, and in here we will write the area, calculate area. We just like area for some area calculation like this, and we have to enter the new line, right? So after that we ask the user to input, so right this one. So we say enter the base, enter the base. We have the big base like this, and then ask the user to enter the small bit, right? The small base, and then enter the height. the height of the trapezium. But when the user enter, you have to use the variable to get the value to do calculation. So in here we will for the big base, we will use BB, right? BB convert to double this, and console dot read line, use this one. So when the user enter the value of the B base of the trapezium, we use the variable BB to get the value, and after that we also do the same to a small base SB, right? So SB equal convert to double, and here console dot read line, and the next about the height. So in here height is mean h, right? So convert to double console dot read line, this. After we get the value for big base, small base, and height, then we can do calculation, right? So in this case we will do the calculation, and we know that the calculation about area is mean A, right? A equal big base plus small base, and then multiply h is mean, and then multiply, or we just select to like this. And this is about our formula for calculate the area of trapezium. So after that, we will enter to the new line. This means new line, just new line. So when you look at the land result to be made easily to watch, we use some space or some new line to do this. And after that, we will show that what is the area. So we use console dot write in here, and inside here we can write our area of trapezium, area of trapezium, like this, 0, and then A, like this. And after that, we also enter a new line, like this. And we also do something, console For example, that I do this. Yeah. So you do this that to make more easy to look for the land result. So now we finish for the area calculation. So let's try to run our program. So let's see what will happen. So just run Control F5 on the keyboard. So now our running result will be like this. So let's see what is the result. So you see that the first we say a trapezium calculation. Okay. And then the second line is there. Please choose the following number. Number 1, calculate area. Number 2, calculate big base. Number 3, calculate small base. Number 4, calculate high. And the last one, number 5, is the program. So we just finished for the number 1, right, for area calculation. So in here I choose number 1 and enter. So now the program will ask me that area calculation and then enter big base. For example, the big base is 44 centimeter, and then enter the small base for and 23 point 5 like this. And then the height of the trapezium, for example, I choose 12.3 like this. So it shows that area of trapezium 415.125, right? And this is about the calculation. So it will enter to the next calculation, but in here for the number 2 till number 5 we are not finished yet, so we are going to create the next calculation. So we have to close this one first. So after that, so to continue, I will continue the number 2, calculate big base. So we will do for the next case 2, and for the case 2 we just use similar to the case 1, but we just change some explanation. So that we just copy this one, copy the case 1 and do copy the case 1 here and change some. So we crease here and pass, and we change this to be case 2, number 2, and we change the calculate. For the number 2 we calculate about the big base, so we change here to be big base of trapezium, and we like this, change this one to be big base calculation. So for the big base calculation, we have to ask the user to enter the area, right? So the first we enter area, and for the area we choose A, right? Change this one to be A because we use A for area. And the next, the user had to enter the small base. So this one no change. And the next, the user have to enter for the height. It's no change. But the formula, this formula calculation, we have to change. This one, big base equal. We have about 2 multiply A, this one, and then divide by H, and then minus SB small base, like this. So this formula is calculate about the big base. So after the calculation, we will show. So this one, we will choose this to be our big base. Change this one, big base of trapezium, and change this parameter to be BB, like this. So now we complete for the big base calculation of the trapezium. So the next we will calculate about the number 3, calculate about small base, right? So we do the same. We will copy the case number 2 because it's similar. So we copy the case number 2. Case number 2. So now we change this one to be number 3, and we choose this one small base of trapezium. So we also change this one small base calculation. So you also have to enter the value of area. So this one okay. So the next, enter the big base. This one change to be big base. And for big base, this should be BB, right? Big base, BB. And then enter the height. So this is no change. So in here, we change this one to be SB small base, and this one to be big base. That is, this formula is about small base calculation. So after that, we change the next line for showing that for the small base of the trapezium, and change the parameter in here to be SB for small base calculation. So this finish for the small base calculation. And the next we talk about the number 4 for the height, right? So for the height is similar, so we just copy the case number 3. Just copy the case number 3. Case number 3. So in here we change to be number 4, and change here to be calculate height of the trapezium. Height of the trapezium. So to calculate the height of the trapezium, first we have to enter the area. So this one no change, and after that you have enter the big base and then enter the small base, right? So here we say enter small base. For small base, we change this parameter to be small bit sb, like this. So we have to change the formula calculation here. It's to be h, right? H equal and 2 multiply a then divide by big base multiply small base. H equal to multiply a then divide by small base plus big base. This is about the formula for high calculation. So the next what we have to change is about the explanation in here. Change here high of TRAPEZIUM. This change the parameter to be h, this one. So this complete for high calculation of the TRAPEZIUM. So the next is about the number 5, right? So for the number 5, we exceed the system. So to exceed the system, we have to use the case number 5. So here, for example, I turn case just number 5 and by break this one, and I comment in here for exceed the system, right? Exceed the system, like this. But to exceed the system, it means that we have to stop the while loop, right? It means to stop the while loop. So to start the while loop, we just use the break command. The break command. So we'll check that we change this one easy. We use this one. For stop, we use this one to be 0. That is for stop. But to stop the here we have to use outside the switch. We have to use the if statement to check that this parameter, this variable are 0 or 1. If the variable EC system is 0, this means that we use the break. So in here I will write the command EC the system. So here you if EC this one equal 0. If this one equals 0, it means break. We use break. When we choose the break, it means that the program will stop or will exceed the while loop. So we use this statement. If there are this value, the first we declare that this parameter, right? This parameter is it. This parameter is 1, right? Is 1 is mean that it's the calculation. But when we change this value to be 0, it means that the program will exit. So the exit we use the break statement in here. So every time the loop moving, it will check for the value of exist. So we change to be here. So after that we will use the default. The last one we use the default this one. And for the default, it means that when the user put the data is not in the length as 1 to 5, but for example 6, 9, 10 or 0, in that case you have to advise to the user that is not correct number and put only the number from 1 to 5 only. So in this case we will use break to this one. View show command, so console dot write in here. So in here I will write please enter the number. Please enter the number 1 to 5 only, like this. And after that we will use this one, we copy this one to be the same, put in here. So now this one we use for when user enter or put the number that is not 1 to 5, then the program view show the advice message as the follow in, like this. So now let's run our program. Ctrl F5 on the keyboard. Okay, so our program is like this. So now we put the number 1 for area calculation, big base 22, small base 12, high 10. So area is like this. So the next first of all I want to calculate the big base, number 2, area for example of 512, small base for example 20, high 12, like this. So the next I want to calculate the number 3 about small bits area, for example 425, and big base, for example 33.3, and the high, for example 22. So the small base will be like this one, right, this one. And the next, I put the number 4 to calculate the high, so I put 4, that is area, for example 422.33, and big base, for example 33, small base 22.2. So the height of the trapezium will be this one. So after that, I want to exit the system. I put the number 5 like this. So when we exit, we just put the number 5, but when I want to make the program that to ask the user that the user want to exit the program or to stop the program or not, we will write something to the program. So in here I will write this one. I will write to here. Console right, and we ask the user, do you want to exit the system, like this. And then I will ask the user to put console.write, right, just use this one, yes or no, like this, to ask the user. So after that I have to declare the variable to get the value. So this value is about the string, because the user will put yes or no, so we say string, so yes or no, like this, for example. And for this one, we will use we have to use the string, so we just read write, right? So console dot read line. The string is not a number, so we don't need to change that. So we don't use the convert. So we just use the console.read only. So after we get the value, we have to separate that yes or no. So to separate that, we use if statement. If the variable yes or no equal, the first is yes, right? Even yes, this number, this statement should be 0, right? And if for else, it will show nothing. So the program will continue only. So we just use this one. So now let's try again. Sorry, for Control F5 on the keyboard. So now our program is running like this. So we just try the number 5. I put number 5. So now the program will show that do you want to exceed the system, right? So for example, I put no. So the program will continue to calculate. But if I put number 5 and I put a yes like this, so the program will stop.